Hello! First of all, I would like to thank God and St. Thomas I English Festival for giving me, Hanny, Febriwan, Hasian from Sutomo 1 Senior High School the opportunity to deliver this speech. A speech about loving yourself. What crosses your mind when you hear these two words? Love yourself. Some of us might think that this is just a strange phrase made by kids these days. Well, in fact, everyone from every generation can feel a lack of self-confidence and self-worth. I myself could not stand here, talk to the camera, and proceed to upload this video to YouTube, which is a big platform, without confidence. So, why is it so difficult for us to love ourselves? Basically, it's because of our standards. You and I have our own standard, and how we behave to this standard affects things in general. This whole standard we made built many emotions. For instance, when we fail, we tend to give ourselves punishment, or worse, comparing ourselves to others. But I'm here to tell you that accepting the pain, accepting the flaws, accepting the faults, and allowing yourself to be honest with who you really are is a big step for loving yourself. Forgive yourself because you owe yourself an apology. Self-love means to accept myself as I am and to come to terms with those aspects of myself that I can change. We can learn and grow. Don't let those flaws stop you from making or receiving great things in life. Why are these love yourself things so important? Because, see, everything and everybody is temporary. And I emphasize, the only person who's going to be there for you is your very own self. The body you're in right now is the body you're going to live in as long as you're living. And what's the point of living your life if you don't love you? If you don't love yourself? What are our problems? Physical appearance? Personality? State of living? We spend our lifetime trying to change these things, and it somehow poisons us. And you know what? There is another way instead of hurting ourselves. That way is self-love. It all starts with self-love. When we accept and respect ourselves, we slowly process to be the better version of ourselves. It leads us to better self-care. When you start properly loving yourself, you're not dependent on people, on their opinion, or their support, because you know you're not in anyone's way. You're not desperate for something new, but you're flexible enough to adapt if you decide to do so. Suffering is a part of life, and may I be kind to myself. And no, I am not persuading you to be selfish. Self-love is a far, far, far different thing from selfishness. I understand if you're focusing more on yourself, you may feel selfish or even guilty about it, but don't. You should never feel guilty about loving yourself, because self-love is the best love that can happen to you. And it's essential. It promotes positive attitude, not only towards yourself, but enhances positivity to other people as well. You will be able to set healthy boundaries, and when you respect yourself, you will also have respect for other people. Kristen Neff, a professor of human development at the University of Texas at Austin, said, "Love, connection, and acceptance are your birthright." You might think that self-love is a case of you either have it or you don't. But luckily, psychologists insist that it is something you can learn. Something we can choose. The same way we choose anger, hate, or sadness, we can always choose love. Love is a divine feeling, even if it is self-love. Don't be too hard on yourself. You are free to know grace. So please love yourself. And we've come to the end of this speech. I apologize for the slip of the word. Thank you for lending your ears and thank you for the opportunity. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy. Good afternoon.